nice laugh, are you?
Australian legends!
Hey!
Sir, can you knock?
What's up, everyone? Adam from FWCI. This is Brewstew Cheating Death. We're cheating death, are we? That doesn't seem like a good idea. Won't the devil come for your soul and expect you to repay your debt? And then Ghost Rider is going to come after you because you owe the devil your soul? I don't know, just cheating death for me, it implies a lot, and I'm not going to roll those dice. Give me the death, I guess. If you want to support my channel a little bit further, patreon.com/FWCI is where you can do it. And if you want to support the man himself, patreon.com/Brewstew is where you can do that. Off the top of my head, I don't recall any near-death experiences, to be completely honest, except one instance where driving down this road where, like, it was two lanes, one going each way, but each lane was wide enough that it was two lanes itself, but there was not any lines on the lanes to do, so everyone just kind of figured it out for themselves. It was a very, very strange main road. And all I remember is being in a car, somebody was in the front seat, it might have been me, no seatbelt, like an idiot, leaning forward in the chair, or it could have been someone else and I might have been in the back seat. So I was in this car when this happened, and the driver swerved around somebody to, like, get in front, and as he did that, he actually crossed over onto the opposite side of the road, and we were headed straight for an oncoming car, head-on collision, until he, like, swerved back in. That was probably the most near-death experience I think I've ever had. What death did you cheat?
Death by falling flat on face, breaking neck, and then almost being hit by a car.
Alright, where did you fall on your face?
Back way behind the Centrelink to go jump down the side of Salisbury Highway. You know the spot?
Oh, yeah, where there's like... yeah, there's like those things where you can climb up it like a fucking ladder.
Yeah. Well, you know the spot where we jumped down was about head height?
Yeah.
Head first.
Oh, you ate shit off that?
And then went to leg it across the road and only just got missed by a car.
So it was two near death in one sitting.
Yeah.
I love the fact that I live in an age where I could go and get, like, Google Street Views of the exact place that my friend was talking about that he toppled head first and he nearly broke his neck. I definitely know where he's talking about, and that would have scared the shit out of me as well if I went down that thing head first. But let's see how Tyler cheated death. This is Brewstew Cheating Death.
Alright, now throughout my life, I've had a few brushes with the old Grim Reaper, if you will. I mean, I did do a cartoon on the time that I fell asleep at the wheel and crashed my car like an idiot. Surely if I'm capable of doing something like that, well, chances are I've had a few other near-death experiences in my life. So today I'd like to go over a few more times where I peeked at the Grim Reaper's Uno hand, if you will, and
cheated death.
Now, the first instance I want to go over is the time that I spun out on the highway. Or, excuse me, the 3 separate times that I've spun out on the highway. Now, I don't know what the odds are of surviving 3 spin-outs, but you can call my...
You're not Bruce Willis in Unbreakable. Okay. Why did you spin out 3 times on the highway? Like, single car just spun out? Because I have done that once now that I think about it, but it was like old car, bad tires, gravelly road, rain, like, oh, everything was working against me on that day. But what's your excuse?
Yes, Bruce Willis from the movie Unbreakable, because I'm either lucky as hell or I'm invincible. One of the two. Now, the first time I spun out on the highway, I was driving in the rain. And yeah, I might have been speeding and doing some stupid speed racer shit in my Chevy Cavalier. Who's to say? Well, next thing you know, I'm frisbeeing across the highway like a maniac. Now, luckily on this instance, I came to an abrupt stop and I didn't hit anything. Now, the second time I spun out, it was once again raining, but I wasn't doing any stupid speed racer shit this time.
Really?
My fucking friend was, and I was sitting in the passenger seat. Well, next...
Oh, tremendous. It was a great switcheroo there.
Next thing you know, we're fucking boomeranging his Geo Metro across the highway, but luckily, once again, we came to an abrupt stop and we didn't hit anything. Now, the third time that I spun out on the highway like a stupid idiot, it was snowing outside, and my dumbass ex was the one that was driving at the time. Well, next thing you know, we hit a patch of black ice, and yep, you guessed it, we're fucking helicoptering an F-150 across the highway. And this time we fucking hit some shit, that's for sure. Initially, we slide ass first into the guardrail, and then we fucking tomahawked? I don't know, I'm running out of shit that spins. We fucking breakdanced this F-150 across 4 lanes of highway and then promptly smashed headfirst into the other guardrail.
You breakdanced it across, does that mean you went like this? Shout out to Reagan. That just happened this week at the Olympics, for those watching this years in the future and wondering what the fuck I'm talking about.
Now, thankfully, we didn't murder anybody, and nobody was seriously hurt. Well, nobody besides the F-150, that is. That truck was fucked 6 ways to Sunday. And I guess I should mention that, well, it wasn't even my ex's truck. It was her brother's brand new truck that he was letting us borrow to move a couch, of all things. Oh, what the fuck? You guys just crumpled up my truck like it's last week's homework? But hey, guess what? We didn't die. We cheated death. So take that, Grim Reaper. I see that fucking wild draw.
That is a great image right there. Okay, ruined somebody else's truck. That's even just to move a couch. Oh yeah, sure, I'll let you. Yeah, that's why I never bought. In Australia, we call them a ute. That would be more like a SUV 4-wheel drive ute. But anything with that like tray in the back where you can put shit in a ute. Never buy one. Immediately people will want to use it to move their shit, and I don't want to have to deal with it.
A 4 in your hand, you shiesty little bitch. You can't kill me. All right, possible vehicular suicide. Check. What's next? Well, another time that I screen peeked the old Grim Reaper and once again
cheated death
was a time when I was duck hunting with my dad when I was...
All right, what level are we doing? We're in the facility. Top screen's got the club, and the bottom screen is rocking the PP7 silenced. Was there any advantage to using the silenced PP7 in multiplayer mode? I don't think there is.
Grim Reaper and once again
cheated death
was a time when I was duck hunting with my dad when I was a kid. Now, on this day, it just so happened to be windy as hell outside. And when I say windy, I mean fucking like Helen Hunt windy out there. I don't know what the hell we were doing out there in the first place. So we're walking along the woods when suddenly we hear something that sounds like a lightning bolt. But instead of a lightning bolt, it was a fucking giant tree branch coming down right on top of us.
Oh no.
Now, I have 2 specific memories of what happened next. 1 was me running like it was the goddamn apocalypse, and 2 was seeing my dad run, which was a very strange sight. It was like seeing your fucking math teacher in the grocery store. It was unnatural. I was looking back like, what the fuck? When did my dad learn how to run? Now, luckily, we escaped getting murdered by what was essentially half a tree splitting apart in the goddamn Helen Hunt wind. And I'll never forget watching my dad swear at this tree like the tree did it on fucking purpose. Ah, you piece of shit tree, you trying to kill us? God damn it, I ought to beat your ass silly. And then after that, we just kind of walked off and just pretended like nothing even happened. Hell, even when we got home that day, my mom was like, well, how was the hunting trip? Oh, it was good, it was a good time. Don't worry about it, nothing happened, all right? It was good. And I just stood there like, is this motherfucker really gonna gloss over the fact that we almost got pulverized by a goddamn sycamore?
Yes, he is, because he doesn't want to have to answer to your mum and go through a whole bunch of safety precautions next time he wants to take you out and put you in risk somewhere.
More tree? Yes, yes indeed, that's exactly what he did. Because when you're a dad and you almost get you and your kid killed, you tend to keep that shit to yourself. But hey, whatever, I didn't die, once again. So eat shit, Grim Reaper. I see your punk ass hiding in the facility bathrooms. I'll still beat your ass with a shitty club, I don't care. All right, getting pancaked by an elm tree.
I'm fact checking this. Yeah, he is player 1. All right, I like the attention to detail there. By the way, you could have given the devil a shitty third-party aftermarket controller.
Shitty club, I don't care.
With a dodgy stick.
Well, another time that I moved all my battleships around mid-game and once again
cheated death
Oh.
or more specifically, a wave pool at a water park. Now, you might be sitting there like, come on, everybody's almost drowned in a wave pool at some point in their life. That's the whole point of a goddamn wave pool. The closer you are to death, the more fun that you have, you stupid idiot. Yeah, well, that may be so, but this was probably the only time that I actually thought that I was going to die. Like, even when I was spinning out on the highway like an idiot, I was like, this is no big deal. I'm sure I'll be okay. Yeah, well, with this fucking wave pool incident, I got to stare directly into the asshole of death, and I did not like what I saw. All right, so there I am, 8 years old, hanging out in a simulated drowning machine, aka the wave pool. And I'm having fun. I'm in the deep end, where the waves are the biggest. Surely this won't back.
Hang on, what the fuck is a wave pool? Like, I've seen the ones where, like, it's like a jet that simulates a thing that you can, like, surf on. Is this just a similar thing where it just, like, throws waves down the thing? I've never seen one of those, nor been in one. obviously.
If you're a wave pool enthusiast like I was, you know that all it takes is one mistimed wave, and all of a sudden you go from having the time of your life to fighting for your goddamn life in a matter of seconds. Well, that is exactly what happened to my little ass. I take a wave directly to the face and promptly ingest so much pool water that to this day when I burp, it still tastes like fucking chlorine and little kid piss. Oh, God damn it. Well, now my rhythm is all screwed up, and I am just getting mollywomped by wave after wave after wave. All of a sudden, I realize I'm spending a lot more time underwater than I am above water. And last time I checked, I'm not a fucking bluegill, so
This is seriously actually kind of like anxiety inducing because he's such a good storyteller, and this obviously legitimately happened, and the way he's explaining the course of events and the mindset that he's in is actually pretty goddamn harrowing, in my opinion. Not something you don't always get with Brewstew. Harrowing visions of death. Not always. Sometimes. The JFK one we definitely did.
This is bad news. Meanwhile, the lifeguard's up there totally oblivious, smoking a cigarette and playing Tetris or whatever the fuck. Well, at this point, I'm like, yeah, I guess this is it. Looks like I'm drowning in a public pool like an idiot. My fucking affairs aren't even in order. My family's gonna be stuck in probate, arguing over my holographic Charizard and shit. God damn it, what a shitty time to die. But then luckily for me, that asshole lifeguard couldn't find a long skinny piece, I guess, because he looks up just in time to see an 8-year-old that's ass up in the wave pool. All of a sudden, there's fucking whistles being blown, alarms are going off left and right, goddamn
really?
Navy SEAL
Like that?
teams being lowered down via helicopter and shit. They end up shutting down the entire wave pool just so this lifeguard could pull my little ass out. Everybody's all pissed off. People are hucking rocks at me and shit. Ah, you fucking shut down the drowning machine, you piece of shit. And to make matters worse, this lifeguard insists on dragging me the entire length of the pool, even though I am perfectly A-okay at this point. Hey, I'm okay. I think I can swim now. Shut the fuck up. I'm saving your life, you little shit. We get back on land, and the lifeguard was not concerned for my safety. He was more pissed off at me than anything. What the hell was that all about? Didn't you read the rules? You are not allowed to drown yourself in the goddamn wave pool. Fucking kids these days.
No
So then I just
butterfly
walked
knives,
back to
that's
where
it.
my parents were and just, pretended that I didn't almost murder myself like an idiot. Well, how was the wave pool? Did you have fun? Oh, it was good. It was a good time. Don't worry about it. Nothing happened, all right? It was good. But hey, guess what? I still lived. I still cheated death. So fucking B6 Grim Reaper, I sunk your battleship. You can kiss my ass. I'm alive after all these years. The end.
Yeah, sucked in, Grim Reaper. You ain't got shit. Alright, that was quite a story. Yeah, like I say, the story at the end there about the wave pool, that was genuinely like kind of, the way he explained, like, then I realized that I'm spending a lot more time underwater than above water. I feel like that's one of those legitimate thoughts that would like creep into your head when that kind of shit is happening. So yeah, I really enjoyed that last story. That was great storytelling. The one with the big, there was a storm going on and the tree branch breaks and nearly kills him. God, I hope he's not speaking anything into existence because we got a big windy storm coming up and the house that I live in has got some very large overgrown trees. It's a rental. We've asked them to be trimmed. That shit ain't gonna happen. We had one down the very end of our block about 6 months ago. It just, I don't know what the hell happened. Must have been wind. It just cracked and it fell from, like, it's, I don't know what these people are thinking. They planted the tree on the border. So I guess it's our tree because it fell in the direction of our block, but it literally fell from the edge of the block all the way over and knocked out the fence on the other side of the block as well. That's exactly where it landed. And it was just this old dead tree that just died. So, Brewstew, don't you be speaking that shit into existence, man. And if I ever go to a wave pool, I'll make sure that I don't get rope-a-doped by a dozen waves. Jesus. Yeah, that would suck. I've been dunked by like real waves in the ocean, and yeah, that's never fun, especially when you feel like the current like dragging you out at the same time. It's fucking terrifying. But let me know in the comments what you thought about this one. Don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube if you haven't already. Go to patreon.com/FWCI if you want to support the channel a bit further. Patreon.com/Brewstew if you want to support the man. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your friends, ta-ta, and farewell.